Love-hate situation, right? Are you back? Is it going? No, why not? It says it's going. Hello, hello. If you can see me, I cannot see you yet. I'm working on it. For some reason, Facebook is being difficult today. It is the week. I'm telling you. Come on, Facebook. It's thinking. Oh, hey. Here we go. Let me make this big so I can see you all. Good morning. Sorry, I keep forgetting my camera's over here now. I had to move it and actually put it on a tripod because having it on my computer, it kept falling down. So welcome. If you're watching on YouTube and you would like to get some live help and coaching, please head on over to the Facebook group. It's at businessstraightup.com/community. That is where I will be taking questions because I just cannot look at all the things all at once. My ADHD gets pretty upset about that. So I will be taking questions in the Facebook group. If you're watching on YouTube, head on over. I have a list of things that I want to talk about. I actually just created a podcast episode about this, but I want to see if there are any questions. If there are, drop them in the chat. And until those come through, because there always is a little bit of a lag, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I was going to talk about today, which is your online home. So many people that run a business set up their website and then they never touch it again. It just sits there. And if it's well done, then that's okay. But at the same time, that is your home online. Now, if you use Instagram religiously or your Facebook group constantly, that's totally fine. But I really, really, really want to encourage you to start using those as tools to be moving people to your online home, which should be your website. Or if it's not your website, it needs to at least be something that you can fully control. Why? Well, I have watched several of my friends, like probably about 5 of my friends in the last 6 months, have their Instagram accounts just disappear. They're just gone. And this is years and years and years of account status, of photos, of memories, of work that they have put into that. And it's just gone. And there is no recourse. There's no one to contact. If you run ads with Facebook, you might have someone to contact, but they may not help with your personal account. And several of my friends have recently also seen their Facebook accounts just vanish, just gone. There's no one to contact. You can't get it back. You're screwed. So if you don't want it to be a website, that's okay too. If you just want to set up a landing page through MailChimp or ConvertKit, like I show you in Email 101, which is free, by the way, if you haven't taken that and you're not doing email marketing, get on that. It's businessstraightup.com/email101. Free course. If you are not doing something other than social media, you are setting yourself up for a world of pain and potentially. So I want to talk about what that can look like because I do use social media. People think that I hate social media. I don't hate social media. Hey, Raya, it's good to see you. I don't hate social. I am literally on Facebook all day. All of my mom's groups are on Facebook. All of my friends are on Facebook. I do not hate social media at all, least of all Facebook. Instagram, not really my favorite, but they're owned by the same people. It doesn't really matter. I don't hate social media. However, it needs to be a tool that pushes people into a marketing platform that is more reliable. So for instance, your website or email marketing or whatever that looks like for you, It's different for everyone. So I wanted to kind of show you what that looks like. Sorry, my reminder to take my vitamins is going off. Let me share my screen. Don't judge my browser tabs. So this is my Instagram profile. Now, granted, I don't feed Instagram a lot. You guys, I know that there are people out there that have several hundreds of thousands of followers, and that is not me. And I'm okay with that. I don't feed Instagram a lot, but I wanted to show you an example because I do this in my Facebook group as well. So you can see right here, hey, I see you there checking everything out. If you want to be the first to get notice of model calls, promotions, events, and more, you need to be on the VIP list. This is my email list. Okay. And I have several captions that I've written out for that. I have all my hashtags. Again, I'm not a social media expert. I'm not an Instagram expert, but I am showing you a strategy that you need to be implementing if you are using social media consistently. Now, does this image get as many likes? And like this one has 27 and this one has 6. Again, not an Instagram person over here, but it does not get as many likes. So why? Why do I do this? Is it helping the algorithm? No. Is it helping me be seen because it's so popular? No. The reason that I do this is because when someone searches for any keywords that pertain to my account on Instagram, when they find my account, I want to encourage them to not only follow me, but to get off of Instagram and be a part of my community in some way. So you can see I have this here as well. This one's for photographers because I have so many photographers that get on Instagram and follow me on my photography account. And while they're welcome to do that, it's not going to work properly. You're not going to see what you really want, which is help with your business. Here's another one for photographers. And I use the same font for all of them to really call attention. Why do I do that? You can see I do them once a week and I swap them. So right now it's not behaving properly, but we can see the hey and then photographers and then photographers and hey and hey. It's supposed to go every other week, but it's just once a week. So I'm not drowning my feed in this. Okay. And I need you to understand that I'm not drowning my Instagram feed in ads to get someone to my email list. However, when it comes to getting my people that are viewing me into a marketing platform that I have more control over, that is a priority for me. My email list is large. And I'm telling you right now, I sent out an email yesterday and it only had like a 10% open rate, which is really low within like 5 minutes, which is still really good. And that still means that more people opened that email than saw my social post for the last week. That is real. And while Instagram may not be my number one source of marketing, and I don't have a ton of followers there, I do have a ton of followers on Facebook. I think I'm up over 12,000 on Facebook for both of my accounts, both of my businesses. Okay. And I'm still having more eyeballs on content on my email list because it matters. Even if it's not your email list, maybe it's your website, maybe it's something that you have more control over. Maybe you have a special gathering or circle or community or whatever. Even if it's not your email list, you need to be constantly pushing people to a marketing platform that you can fully control. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. Hey, Marietta, how are you? So let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you have any questions about that, I know that a lot of people get really bent out of shape and they're like, why do you hate social? And I'm like, I don't hate social. I promise you nothing could be further from the truth. I do not hate social media. However, social media is a marketing platform that we do not own. We don't own those followers. Those 12,000 followers on Facebook, I could lose tomorrow. Now, Facebook is an amazing tool. It is an amazing tool. I use it all the time, literally all day. I'm in Facebook. It is important and it matters, but it is not going to be the platform that I build my business on by itself. You know, when you think of a house, you're not going to build a house just on one stick. It's going to wobble. It's not very stable. We need to have multiple options. And that doesn't mean that you have to spread yourself so thin that you can't handle it all. I schedule everything, you guys. There is no way that I could post on Instagram real time all the time. Now, sometimes I do. You guys saw my international, those really bright pink photos on Instagram. Those are for International Women's Day, and I did them that day. But I don't have the bandwidth to be posting on Instagram real time. Plus, I want to choose what I say. I want to like not have to type it out on the tiny keyboard on my phone. I want to be able to sit down and think about what I'm saying. I want it to be very intentional and deliberate. So let me know in the chat any questions you have, anything that you're like, Brooke, how the hell do I do that? How do I schedule that to go once a week? I will tell you all the things. I just want to know if you have any questions before I keep going. Raya says, hi. Hey, girl. Oh, she was saying hi to Marietta. That's okay. Both awesome. I see you guys watching. I just can't tell who. I really wish Facebook would say who is watching, but I guess that would be a privacy concern, which is hilarious given how much Facebook does not give a shit about our privacy. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions on that. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to interact real time, please head over to businessstraightedup.com/community so that you can be a part of the conversation. And I am trying to check notifications when I'm on here too. For social media scheduling, I use a program called SmarterQ. I will post my referral link in the comments from this video on the Facebook page or the Facebook group. The reason that I use SmarterQ is because I can literally build a bucket of content that I have written through the years and have it just go on autopilot. So the way that that works is, for instance, in my Brooke Summer Photography content, and I was just thinking, I actually need to update that because I have some more stuff that needs to be added. I have 46 pieces of original content, and those are blog posts, articles, things that I've written that I put into this bucket. And I tell SmarterQ that I want things from this bucket to be shared on this day at this time. And so I do this about once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending. But everyone's like, well, Instagram doesn't want you to duplicate posts. And that is true. However, when you have 46 different pieces of content, you're not going to see a duplicate for a year. That's a long time to wait in between. And there's a lot more content in between. So I'm okay with that. Raya said, do the platforms not like that you use SmarterQ instead of posting directly from their platform? I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's some sort of throttling. And for that reason, that's why I'm not super concerned about followers on Instagram. Quite frankly, followers don't pay my bills. And I know that that's not a popular statement. We are in a world of influencers where everyone is like, how many likes did that get? How many followers did that get? But guess what? Likes aren't paying my bills. They're just not. Clients are. And I still get clients from Instagram. And every time I do, I'm kind of shocked, quite frankly. I'm just kind of surprised because Instagram is not my bread and butter, but I'm still getting clients there. So I'm sure that there is some sort of algorithm penalty for using SmarterQ. I don't doubt that. But I'm willing to take that to save my own sanity in not having to post real time all the time. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't post real time, because I do. There will be things that I share real time. I recently shared like pictures of myself traveling and things like that, but I'm not going to do all of my sharing real time. And what happens is, typically with the algorithms, is that as soon as I share a photo of me on a plane or whatever, and a ton of people like that, then the next post is from SmarterQ. Because those people have interacted with the photo of me, they're probably going to see the next post as well. It just depends on the timing, all that good stuff. But if that action of your post being throttled because you're using an external posting service is a concern, then yeah, I would definitely watch out for that. For me, I value my sanity more, especially with a teenager who's driving me batty right now. I got to take care of myself too. And if I was constantly expected to post on Instagram, especially my own content consistently, I would be going nuts. Because like I said, I have 46 pieces of content and I have at least 40 more that I need to add, just content that I've written throughout the years so that it's reshared because this content is evergreen. And what that means, if you're not familiar with that, is that it's not seasonal. So I'm not resharing like what to wear for Christmas photos because that would be seasonal. But this content is things to think about when you're doing a boudoir session that you may not have thought about, like your nails or your hair. Like I've written all these articles through the years, and those are the things that I'm sharing consistently. We need to start repurposing our content that we've already created, repurposing these videos that we've created, these live shoots, these behind the scenes. How can you constantly repurpose that instead of constantly creating more? Because that's hard. That is a hamster wheel. Oh my gosh. And I'm not saying you shouldn't also be creating new stuff, but man, you got good stuff already. Let's reuse that shit too, right? Marietta said, mine too. The teens are on spring break. Girl, it has been a week. If I say more than that, I'm going to start crying. I'm just going to say it has been a week. I'm going crazy over here. And yeah. Being a mom is not for the faint of heart. And even if you're watching this and you're not a parent, maybe you have other things outside of your control, like family and jobs and stuff like that. And if they're weighing you down, you are not alone. Oh. Marietta's like, girl, oh. I know, right? I feel like we just need like a virtual, I don't know. I don't even know who to talk to about this stuff. Like my friends have kids that are younger, it's different. It's so different when you're talking about your kids driving safely versus, someone's elementary school teacher being mean. Like it's just different and it's hard. So you are not alone. Marietta said, I need your help. What do you need help with, girl? Social? I am not a social media expert. And let me say that like over and over and over again. I don't teach social. I don't want to. I learn from the experts. I am not an expert. What I do know though, is that so many people do not use social media to then connect their marketing with other platforms. All of these things should be working together instead of standalone. So when you have Facebook posting things, they should be reminding people, hey, I do this too on my website. Or if you have a blog post, you should be reminding people, hey, look over here, I have an Instagram feed. They say you have to touch people, meaning be in front of their eyeballs or have an interaction with them 7 times before they buy from you. I would say that for a luxury brand such as myself, it's probably much higher. I think I saw a recent statistic that it's 9 times now. Marietta said, I need help with content. What kind of content? What do you need? Ideas? Let me know. Because I'm an idea girl. I got that. I have built entire content plans for people in 5 minutes. Like ideas are my thing. Execution, not so much. I am the visionary. I am not the integrator, which means it is very hard for me to do project management and stuff like that. But ideas, I am all over. She said, I'll DM you later. Perfect. And you guys, if you need ideas and help for content, please reach out. I know that there are so many resources out there. I know that there are so many people vying for your attention to buy their shit, and I get it. And I want you to buy my shit too. But I am genuinely willing to help you. I want to help you. I had 2 mentoring students last year. One of them, we went through her business and overhauled everything, did an amazing job, and then she had to move. So she kind of started over from square one. But the other one took her average sale from something like $600 to $2,600. You guys, I'm here to help. I would love, love, love to help you. There are so many studies that show over and over and over again that when money is in the hands of women, it trickles down into communities and schools and hospitals and the people who need it most. We need more women to be rich. We do. We need more women to be successful. Women have been conditioned for years to expect less pay, less in the bedroom, less help. And it's bullshit. You are a boss. We need to condition ourselves to expect more because that's what we deserve. And as soon as women start making more, we see the communities change. It has been shown over and over again. And for any guys watching that are like, well, this doesn't apply to me, it absolutely applies to you. Because if you want to see more women be successful, then you too have a responsibility to be successful and make more money, because chances are, if that's on your heart too, that you're also going to spend money and help others. And that's a beautiful thing. So thank you for joining me today. It's so funny. I was showing my screen when you guys all started saying hi, and I didn't even see you for a while. So thanks for sticking around. I have to go be nervous because my son is riding the bus instead of driving because he's in trouble. Is there anything else I can help you guys with? Let me know in the comments. I have a new podcast episode coming out tomorrow on one of the things that I see that is lacking in business owners anymore. I've seen it change through the years. And I'll give you a little spoiler alert. It's being teachable and saying goodbye to your ego, because we all have something to learn. I can tell you guys, I run a multiple six-figure studio, and I am still in Megan DePiro's group and Alex Loveland's group and Michael Sasser's group, because I'm still learning. We're always learning. And I see so many of these people just acting like they know everything and that they're the shit. And I'm like, girl, you've been in business for 2 years. You don't know what you don't know. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, spoiler alert, that's what's coming in the podcast this week. Now you know. See, that's what you get for showing up on video, right? Let me know too if there's any specific podcast episodes that you loved or that you want more of, or that you need help with. Like if there's something specific that you really want me to address, I'm happy to do so. Just let me know. You can either post in the Facebook group, you can even just send me an email. However it works for you. And iTunes recently removed about 30 of my reviews. I don't know why. So if you listen to the podcast and you love it, I would absolutely love your positive review. You can do that at businessstraightedup.com/iTunes. I am not an Apple girl. I don't listen on Apple devices myself. However, that is the platform that most people use when they're judging whether or not the podcast is a good fit for excellent guests and stuff like that. So I would so appreciate your review. And if you need help, please reach out. If it's not something that we can tackle in like one call or one chat, then we may have to look at mentoring or coaching packages. But if it's something that we can tackle, then let's do it. And either way, you won't know until you ask, right? So have an amazing rest of your day. It's Thursday. The week is almost done. It's been a week. It has been a week, but it can only go up from here, right? The weekend's going to be amazing. I love you all, and we will talk very, very